I just wanted to give an opportunity for our intern, Oriana Nelson, to say hello and say a few words about the initiative that she's doing on Fridays. Oriana?
Thank you so much, Christy. Hi, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. As Christy just said, my name is Oriana. As you can see by the Zoom, the WebEx name right there. And yeah, so as she said, I have reflection sessions on Fridays. Because my semester in college is starting to wrap up, things have been kind of crazy in regards to prepping for finals. So sorry that I was not able to have it last week. But this week, I do plan on having another reflection session. And I was able to be with the Career Center at Princeton. So I have more advice for you guys in regards to LinkedIn profiles. And so I will definitely be able to help you guys with that as well if you're interested. Kind of we did a little bit of that last time, but we can go more in depth this time based on what I learned with my Career Center advisor. And in general, any questions you have about scholarships, high school, extracurriculars, balancing jobs, how to prepare for college for people who are like juniors and seniors and stuff of that nature, or if you want to get a head start, I would love to hear your questions and be able to help you and mentor you in any way possible. And basically just be able to foster a community where we're able to help each other and like meet new people that you can keep connections with, not just with this program, but after this program as well. So as of right now, I heard from the first meeting that we did have like 2 weeks ago that 3 o'clock seems to be the best time. So that's the time I'm going to be hosting it to hopefully, you know, accommodate for everyone's school schedules. I know some schools end early and around like 2 o'clock or have activities after that. So if you guys have any problems with that, I think another time will be different or another time will be better. Please let me know. I'm flexible. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you so much and looking forward to see everyone there. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much to our amazing intern, Oriana, and student at Princeton University. We understand that you're busy. You're at Princeton. But thank you so much for joining us and for sharing your leadership and your expertise and your energy with us every week. So moving right along, I'm going to explain really quickly our certificate of leadership for those of you who are new. If you view 5 or more sessions, either live or pre-recorded, and submit a final project to us, there's our email, jofnj@gmail.com. Students, you'll receive a certificate of leadership. Sometimes it takes us a couple weeks for that turnaround, so we appreciate your patience. Your project can really be anything you want. Have fun with it, be creative. We don't grade them, and there is no due date. But again, these certificates of leadership make a great addition to your college application or resume. And if you have any questions, you can send me an email or email jofnj@gmail.com. So let's talk about money. We all like money, right? Money is important. And being able to manage it effectively is extremely important. So on that note, we have, again, we have a great group of experts who are joining us as mentors for later in the session, but we're going to begin with a guest speaker. Please welcome Ms. Shanda Cuthbert from Santander Bank. Shanda is going to talk a little bit about investments. Welcome, Shanda.
Hi, can everyone hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So as Christy said, I'm Shanda Cuthbert. I work at Santander Bank. I'm a relationship manager. I've been with the bank for 3 years now. And on a day-to-day, I am assisting customers with some of their short-term and long-term financial goals. And the way that I help them is thinking about how they can make their money grow. And what products and services we offer here at the bank that can help them achieve those financial goals, whether it's something that they want to buy a home down the line or just saving for retirement or maybe college fund, whatever their goals are. You know, and an investment is something you put in your money to help it grow. And there's ways that you can do that. There's different types of investments. We have a basic savings account. We have money market savings accounts. We have IRAs, there's CDs. You can even do things like their stocks as well as bonds that you can invest your money. With something like a basic savings account, those the interest rates on those are usually a little bit on the lower side, but if you do a money market account or a CD, those have higher interest rates, and you can definitely see your money grow quickly from those investments. So there's different ways that we can help achieve those goals depending on what they want to do. And it's just really figuring out, how much money you want to invest. If you want something short term or long term. If you're going to do a CD, do you want a 6-month CD, or do you want a CD that's locked into a longer rate for 5 years? Or, do we need to refer you to one of our financial consultants that can help you put your money into an annuity? There's different ways that you can invest your money, so you can kind of see that money long term when you need it to retire. And as young students, those are things that you're probably not thinking about right now, but it's something that you should be thinking about, whether it's saving for college or buying your first car, or, sometimes we just don't think that because we're 18, 17, we have so much time on our hands, and we don't, so you can start investing your money now, whether it's something small as $5. And I guarantee you in 12 months, you would see that $5 grow into much more, depending on, again, what you want to achieve. And now I think there's so many different apps that, you have out there, whether it's Acorns or Stash or, Robinhood. There's so many things that you can do to, help increase your money. One of the best financial advice that I got from my grandmother many years ago was, if I give you $20, make sure you save 5. And at the time when she told me, didn't understand that, but definitely now understand what that means, because $5, as little as $5 can definitely go a long way. And I think that that's something that, as we move on into the breakout sessions and with some of our other volunteers, we can get into that specifically, like what are your goals that you have, and how can we help you achieve those goals? Taking this opportunity that you have here with Junior Achievement, it's like a really great opportunity that we have to start thinking about those things. It's not something that I know when I was in high school, I didn't have anyone to kind of help me navigate or teach me about money or investing in those things. So if you have questions, definitely, ask as many questions, and definitely, just keep asking questions. There's no question that's silly. Just, ask as many questions so you can learn more about how you can make your money grow, because it's all about, making your money work for you and not working for your money. Because in the long run, as you get older, you kind of just want to have that money there, and you don't want to be working for your money at 50 years old. You kind of just want to have a nest egg, so that way you can retire early, you can go on vacations, you can do certain things, you can have that nice home, you can pay for your college, your kids' college funds with not having the stress about it. So definitely ask as much questions during this time that you have with the volunteers.
Excellent, Shanda. Thank you. That is excellent advice. Really appreciate it. And again, biggest takeaway: make your money work for you. It's never too early to invest. So thank you so much, Shanda from Santander, for sharing your advice with us. And again, students, ask questions when you go into your breakout rooms. Again, that's a great opportunity for you to ask questions if you have anything in particular that you'd like to find out. Thank you again so much, Shanda. We really appreciate you, and we appreciate all of our volunteers who are joining us.
You're welcome.
One of the things that we wanted to talk about during this session, a little bit about credit. So some of us may have credit cards. Some of you may have experienced credit before, but a little bit about credit. Credit is the ability to buy goods or services now but pay later. Not all credit resources are bad. In some cases, they can work to your benefit and help save you some money. You have to be careful about when you choose to use your credit, though. It's critical to pay your debt on time. A loan is an extension of your credit. It's not based on your opinion. It's based on specific criteria and a credit history. And sharing credit for co-signing for loans for others can have long-term effects on your credit score and your ability to borrow. So how do you protect your credit? Check your credit regularly. You're allowed one free credit report from each of the 3 credit agencies, which are listed there. You don't have to pay for a credit report necessarily because you can get one for free. So check your credit score regularly. Another way to protect your credit is to pay your bills on time. If you ever get into financial trouble and can't pay a bill, contact the company and ask about payment options. Lenders are often willing to help, especially now with everything going on. Again, keep the amount you owe less than the maximum you could borrow. So make sure that you are keeping that in mind. Think twice before co-signing a loan for another person. If the co-borrow doesn't pay, you are held responsible and your credit could be ruined. And then finally, know what you're agreeing to. Always read the fine print on credit offers and credit repair offers. So who cares about your credit? Well, banks and other financial institutions that extend credit care about how good your credit is, of course, but so do a surprising number of other groups. So these people will be interested in your credit history and your credit report. Car and home or renters insurance companies. You may pay more for insurance or be denied a policy if your credit is bad. Utility companies like electric, gas, water, and phone. Those companies want customers with a history of paying their bills on time. Landlords, if you're renting, they'll use your credit report to screen for people with a history of not paying their debts. And then sometimes employers. Many employers will review your credit report before offering you a job. Your credit report is your reputation, and they are looking for clues about what kind of employee you will be. If you have bad credit, some jobs may exclude you from applying. Also important to note here, you can change your credit history. So if you have bad credit, it's difficult to get it back up there, but you can. A good way to keep your credit score good and to maintain effective credit is to use your credit cards wisely. When your budget gets tight, it's really easy to reach for that card instead of making cuts elsewhere, but paying interest on those cards takes even more money from your budget in the future. So that outfit that you're paying $50 now, putting on your credit card, could end up costing you a lot more in the long run. Keep your credit cards open for several years, use them regularly to show activity, and pay them off in full each month. That's a great way to use a credit card wisely. Frequently getting new cards or having cards you never use can hurt your credit score. And then finally, only use a credit card if you know where the money is coming from to pay it off in full each month. All right, student loans. That's probably on a lot of our minds there. Student loans. On average, higher education means increased income, but too much debt from student loans can be harmful to your personal finances. So it's really important to really cost out your college education. If you can't cover the cost of higher education with your savings and income or through grants and scholarships, you might consider getting a loan. If possible, plan early and build your savings to minimize the need for student loans. And read the fine print on any loan. Shop for the best interest rate and loan package. So how can you save on college costs? Well, an easy way to do that is to consider a public college or university right here in New Jersey. With our public colleges right here in New Jersey, you get the best bang on your buck, especially at our community colleges. Another way to save on college costs, complete the FAFSA. You can go online and find out information about the FAFSA. It's very easy to find, and it's very easy to get information to help you do that. But it does take a little while, so you want to get ahead on that. You won't get any financial aid until you complete and submit that FAFSA. Look into scholarships, grants, and other sources of money that don't require you to take on debt. There's a lot of scholarships out there. Some of them are small, but it all does add up. So it takes a little bit of research on your part. It takes a little bit of work filling out applications, but there are scholarships available if you work at it. New Jersey students enrolled in New Jersey County colleges may be eligible for tuition-free college. So this is a relatively new thing here in New Jersey. If your family is eligible, you may receive free tuition at our county colleges. So check into that. If you're enrolled in at least 6 credits per semester, and if you have an adjusted gross income below $65,000, you are considered. There's no separate application for this. If you complete the FAFSA or what is called the New Jersey Alternative Financial Aid Application for New Jersey Dreamers, you will automatically be considered for this state aid, and the websites are right there for you to check out. All right, a little bit about credit decisions. We talked about this for a little bit, but just to go into detail, at some point, some people share credit or debt with another person. For example, if you co-sign for a loan or lease, or if you share a credit card with a trusted partner. Now, these are things that could happen in the future, but it's good to understand the implications of this now. Making decisions like this with another person requires that both people have trust and respect for one another and are honest and take responsibility for their actions. So if you're sharing credit and debt with another person, you need to consider the other person's credit and relationship behaviors. So what are healthy credit behaviors? Payment history, that person makes their payment on time. If they avoid taking out loans that they can't afford. If the person maintains credit accounts in good standing over time, and if the person avoids maxing out their credit card limit. So those are healthy credit behaviors. Healthy relationship behaviors. Again, if you're in a situation where you have to co-sign for a loan or share a credit card. Healthy relationship behaviors in regards to money are honesty, being truthful, showing respect that you value the other person's opinion, having confidence in one another and trust, and then finally, taking responsibility, own your decisions and actions. So if you get into a monetary relationship with a person, you want to make sure that they are showing both of those healthy credit behaviors and healthy relationship behaviors. Discuss money in your relationships. Communication is key. If you find yourself married or engaged or in a long-term relationship, discussing the details of your financial goals with your partner is essential. It's likely that each of you have different opinions on spending, debts, or investment philosophy. And then finally, understanding each other's goals, expectations, and current reality regarding finances is the first and ongoing step to creating a financial life together. So again, thinking of yourself, thinking of your future, it's important to discuss money in your relationships. All right, let's talk about jobs now. Many jobs offer employee benefits. So when you're job hunting, it's great to check out the employee benefits because a lot of these will add to your salary and will help you out in the long run. So check out the company's benefits when you're looking for jobs. Many employers offer insurance benefits, retirement plans such as 401k, time off, which is essentially money in your pocket when you think about it, stock option plans, and additional compensation like bonuses or commissions. So check that out when you're looking for jobs. All right, so before we go into our breakouts, just wanted to remind you of some of our upcoming sessions that we have. So we have a double header today. We have a business communication workshop with CNBC today at 4 o'clock. So if you'd like to join that, you can get information right on our website, janjacademy.org. That is for students. Next week, May 4th, we have Ace the Interview. Again, another great group of volunteers will be joining. So if you'd like some help with your interview skills, with your job interview skills or college interview skills, please join us next week. The following Tuesday, May 11th, we have Women in STEM, where we'll be talking about growth mindset. So even if you're not interested in a career in STEM, it's still a great session to join because we all need to know how to develop that growth mindset that will help us be successful in college and career. Then we have another special session Thursday the 13th with our partners Johnson & Johnson. So if you'd like to join that, again, please visit our website for more information, students, janjacademy.org. And then again, on Tuesday, May 18th, we have a session, Collaboration and Design Thinking. So please feel free to check those out. Register if you'd like, students. The weekly sessions continue through the end of June. And you'll get all that information right there at janjacademy.org. So now it is time for some more fun stuff. We are going to move to our breakout sessions. So again, I know I've said it a million times, and I'll say it again. We have some fantastic volunteers here who are joining from some financial institutions and organizations who will help you kind of answer your questions. I saw some great questions in the chat room. And now is an opportunity for you to kind of ask questions in your breakout rooms to those experts. So 2 discussion prompts that we will have in our breakout rooms. Mentors. Those of you who are mentors, when we go to the breakout rooms, we'd like for you to share with the students in your room, what financial lesson did you learn as an adult that you wish you knew when you were younger? We all have those stories, right? What financial lesson did you learn as an adult that you wish you knew when you were younger? And then students, we would like to ask you, what is a savings goal that you can set for yourself? So as we make this transition over to the breakout rooms, think about how you're going to answer those questions. Mentors, think about what is that financial lesson that you learned as an adult that you wish you knew when you were younger? And students, think about a savings goal that you can set for yourself. And what we'd like is for everybody to end the session with one step that they can take to reach that savings goal. Now, it could be a small savings goal. Maybe you want to buy a dress for the prom. It sounds like we're going to be able to have proms this year, which is exciting. So maybe you want to buy an outfit. Maybe you want to do something bigger. Maybe you're saving for college or a car. So what is a savings goal that you can set for yourself, students?